Hello, hello. Welcome back to another episode of In the Gallery. I am your host, Laura Ali. And let's get right into it. Today, I would like to cover a case that I actually watched the interrogation footage of this, and it kind of reignited my desire to talk about cases and just get back into it. So let's just hop right into it. You guys may have seen this interrogation. It's on Law and Crime. This guy, his name is James Edward III. He was a high school basketball coach. And I didn't really do too much of a backstory on how long was he a coach and yada, yada, yada. I could have, but part of it is irrelevant to me just because I don't care if you were a coach for 10 minutes. I don't care if you were a coach for 10 days, 10 years. Irrelevant. You decided to abuse children purposefully, and not even saying someone can really do it accidentally. I mean, maybe you can abuse a child accidentally, like you trip and fall and you no, you can't. You can't. You can't. But he tries to make it seem that way. Honestly, he tries to make it seem like it's an accident. It infuriates me. It's disgusting. And there's another case, if you guys are familiar with right now, that's floating around with another predator who was also a high school football coach. He is currently missing right now. I'll pull him up after we review this, and we'll kind of maybe do a little dive into him. But he's currently missing, and what's so interesting about his situation is I believe he had allegations that they initially were like, oh, let's look into this, and then I think he got wind that they were going to find him or come for him, and he just disappeared or may have offed himself. We don't know. But for now, let's get into this case. Listen guys, you see the headphones? I got the mic set up properly. I can hear myself, so I know my audio is good to go. In addition, I tested multiple times to ensure the sound will be good. So we should have a good run today, guys. All right, let's get into it.
That I don't know.
Because she's a child.
Sorry, I'm
right?
being too friendly with them.
You are going to be placed under arrest.
And this is going to be as
It's going to be a sex offense for them involving a minor.
Because I don't want to see them get taken advantage of.
It's January in Ocala, Florida, where one high school's assistant football coach is about to be taught a serious lesson.
All right, so why do you think you're here today?
My relationship with some of the girls
Okay, what does that look like?
from the outside.
Now, I'm not going to pause it too much. I'm going to try to let him talk a bit. This interrogation footage is only about 24 minutes, just to give you guys a heads up. But initially, the thing you see he's handcuffed, he's shackled, everything. And she says, why do you think you're here today? Because I don't know. I'm assuming when they arrested him, they told him his charges, but I would be a lot more concerned. He seems very calm. That's my point. He's shackled. He seems very calm for someone that's like, do you know why you're here today? And it's like, oh yeah, maybe because of my interactions with some of my high school female students. Like, what? I would not be that calm about it. I would be like, actually, no, I don't know why I'm here today. I'm handcuffed and shackled. I don't understand why I'm here today. No, please tell me. Because I don't know. Like, if I were innocent.
From the outside, you would think it's weird something going on, but I've been a coach in 5 years, and it's like, they can confide in me as well as the boys.
Okay.
Like,
Okay, cleared that up really quick. He's been a coach for 5 years, and he immediately says they can confide in me as well as the boys. He's already doing like a weird comparison between his relationship with the boys and the girls, he is highlighting that the relationship is different.
Like, it looks weird, but like they come to me with problems and just confide, and because I'm easy to talk to, and
Sure.
the boys do it too, and I'm there for them basically.
How long have you been coaching out there?
This will be my 5th year.
5th year? Okay, so you've been out there for a long time. Seen a lot of kids coming and going.
Yes.
Okay. And do you do that full time or?
That terrifies me, actually. I know initially I said I don't care how long it takes or how long you've been a coach or around kids. But the fact that he has been a coach, like my stomach just got a little nauseous. And when she just said you've seen them come and go, I highly doubt, and you guys are going to hear later in the interrogation, why I do not believe that this is the first time he's abused a child. And oh God, my stomach just got nauseous thinking about that, because he's been a coach for 5 years. I don't want to jump ahead. Let's get into it.
Something else?
No, I work for the city of Ocala. I drive garbage trucks.
Okay. How long have you been doing that?
5 years, 5 years.
Okay.
Detectives identify the man seen here as 43-year-old James Ford III, who was arrested after a school resource officer was alerted about an alleged sexual relationship between him and a 16-year-old student.
Okay, so I know you said you believed you were here because of some inappropriate, possibly people think is inappropriate with the girls. Is there any girls in particular?
Yes, well, am I allowed to say the name? Because I don't want to.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's
Okay.
And-
Kennedy, okay.
Sir, it's like he was listing his roster. That is weird. No. The detective is just asking him, do you know what girls we may be concerned about? Like, if you were on the up and up, no. Please let me know, because I have no idea. I don't know. And he immediately lists off 3 young girls as his, oh yeah, I know exactly who. Oh my gosh, sir.
And then are these girls, how do you, I mean, because I know you said football, do you guys have like a football, like a girls, like a flag
so
football?
we have a
or
girls
no?
flag football team.
Okay.
One of the girls plays flag. She also plays tackle football.
Oh, okay, wow.
Yeah, so it's like, it's just, I've been a father for like, I lost her father.
Okay.
And even her grandmother, I'm really close to her grandmother and all, and she comes to me all the time to appreciate what me and some other coaches have done for her, been there, stuff,
Sure.
to be in that role. And like our previous head coach did ask, do she have to worry about that? And the other coach like, no, it's like she lost her dad, he's like a real father figure to her. And it's just like,
This is sick. He is acknowledging that she lost her father, and he is quote unquote stepping in that father role, that father figure role. Spoiler alert, he is a predator. I'm just going to tell you guys that now. Spoiler. So to abuse a child, like, this is a classic predator move. To target a child that you know is seeking, this poor girl lost her father, is probably really seeking a father figure, role, person in her life. And you exploit that. You take advantage of that. And
looking in, you would think, because it's weird, because that's not my child. I have a son that goes,
Oh, okay.
and even the kids, some of the kids say that's Coach Ford's other bonus daughter. So it's like that.
And that's referring to, okay. And how about,
She's a football player. She comes to me with her problems, and she just made a flyer for me for flag football. So like she calls me Unc, and all whether stuff and call me Unc, they'll call me Unc.
Okay.
And like when they have problems, they'll come to me. I try to still on the right path. Now I talk to them and give it to them like they're all my kids.
right.
So
Yeah, because it's tough out here.
yeah,
So-
and
I'm sorry. I said I wasn't going to pause that much. We're only like 2 minutes in, and I paused like 10 times. I do apologize, but it's just, I want to say it when it comes to me. I've always been weary of people who want to work with kids that don't have kids. Now, he has kids, so it kind of lets him be a little bit more incognito as a predator, because typically, And it's not true, but I think it's a misconception that we have, is that you assume that predators wouldn't have kids because you assume they wouldn't abuse kids if they have kids themselves. Maybe that's just me. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong on that, but I know that's not true also. I do know that's not true. I know parents can be predators, eat time and time again, of their own children as well. I'm fully aware of that. But for whatever reason, it's very odd to me when someone else is like interested in someone else's kids. Like, I think it's great that like, I wanted to be an educator for a very long time, and I nannied for a very long time. But there was always a boundary there. Like, I cared about the kids up until a point, like, they're not my kids. And I just think it's so weird when someone is like, and I hate to say it like that because some people could really be good natured, and it's predators like this that give these people a bad name. But it's just like, if it's not your kid, it's not your business. I don't know. I guess that's not a nice take, because like I said, there are good natured people out there, and it's bad people like this that make you just feel weary. All right, I'm gonna try to shut up.
Sugarcoat nothing to be soft on them, because I don't want to see them get taken advantage of, and
Right.
so we do kind of talk. And so if some kids do hear us talking, it's kind of how I would talk to my own kids.
Okay. And then how about
Same with that, same as that.
same? Okay. Just kind of that father figure.
Well, no, her dad's in our life. It's just I'm just
Okay.
like who she could come confide in.
Okay.
Like if they have problems.
And then have these girls been at the school and then since you've been there, or did they come later on? What did that look like? Like, have you
I
had
wanna
interaction
say-
with them for 4 years, or
I met them.
okay?
Yeah.
So just at the actual school
Yeah, like
itself.
yeah.
Okay.
And the boys are the same. Like I have one player, he says I'm more of a dad to him than his own dad.
Okay.
And so it's just like I'm mentoring basically. Well, I thought I was doing right, but
Yeah. And I know like when you have teams and stuff, you have to keep in contact with your players and things like that. Do you communicate with these girls at all on, like a cell phone, or is
Wait,
it
they'll
on an
text me.
app, or?
nah, they'll text me, Coach.
No. I never, and granted, I wasn't of the, I mean, I had texting in high school, but I wasn't, no. Any teacher, no. No. Why are you texting a child, a student? A child student. Why are you texting a child that is not related to you, not your niece or nephew, or like, hey, Merry Christmas or something? Why are you texting a child? And then a student. I don't even text my coworkers.
Or like their problems, or
Okay.
can I talk to them about this? Can I help them out with this or this and that, or stuff like that.
Okay.
James tells the detective he doesn't want the students to, quote, get taken advantage of, and says he's more of a father figure to some of the minors. But this detective isn't convinced.
So you have the team's contact numbers, they have yours,
Yeah.
and there's just general conversation back and forth. Okay. At any point in time, has there ever been, and it's like, we know these, girls these days, is there any time when any of this conversation?
I shake my head at the detective's comments, and I know she's just being a detective, but it's like, oh my God, I've thought about like if I would have been a good detective, and I hope I would have been, but having to play that role, I'm not good at like faking the funk. I'm really not. I'm not a good liar. So it is a great strategy that they'll try to blame the victim, and the detectives will try to give the perpetrator a way out, a kind of a runway. It just skeeves me out though. Like, oh yeah, you know how girls are.
We went a little differently than it should, or
But
something that might not be
No, man, but if you was
appropriate?
look at it and don't know the ends of it, you would think that they'll come hug me and be up under me and stuff
Okay.
like that. So it looks weird, because the
Right.
trainer said something, but it's not like that.
Okay. And then how about on the text, anything on that end that you've had to maybe shut down or
No.
something, nothing's popped up on their end or on your end?
No.
Okay, all right. So when would you say you started communicating with any of these girls over text, just about sports or whatever?
Okay. With the football team, we have everyone's number, so we have group text, and I have the text. Hey, I need you to do this.
Okay,
Ask what numbers they want, stuff like that.
right.
Okay, fine. A group text with everyone in it, I will approve of that. But that's it. No individual messages at all. Period. Just to say, hey, meet up is here, we're meeting on the field or whatever. Fine. Make sure you bring, if you need to bring extra gear, okay. Group text only. But honestly, I don't even really like the group text because then you have accessibility to their numbers and your numbers. There needs to be a centralized, I would assume schools have some type of communication platform for students and teachers and coaches to be able to communicate. That should be utilized. There should be no personal information shared. That should be utilized and monitored, obviously. Like any type of words would be flagged and all of that stuff. We have the capabilities for that nowadays. There's no excuse. There's no excuse for you to take a child's number to say, let me add you to the group text. No.
Basically, that's how it was. And then with the girls, I coach flag football. The girls,
Okay,
it's basically the girls basketball team, which most of them have my number also.
okay.
And like they'll text me, coach. I'm sorry, I cut you off.
No, you're
They'll
fine.
text me like, coach, for when this flag starts, I text them the schedule. Practice starts this date or whatever like that.
Okay. And I know you said you felt like people at school maybe felt a different way. When did you get knowledge that something was maybe being said?
Well, last year coach asked, did he have to worry about? And the coach said, no, it's fine.
Okay.
And the trainer, she was kind of skeptical.
Now, James reveals that a trainer at the school had grown suspicious of him, but maintains his innocence for now.
Now, what about?
And I just want to pause again. Thank goodness for the adults in the situation because I believe that's how it came to light. The adults in the situation reported this behavior and noticed that he was behaving inappropriately with some of these children, and they stepped in. Thank goodness. Thank goodness.
What happened this week?
I don't know. I'm there. They come. They hug me, like normal, and that's it.
When did you find out something was going on this week with the school?
I got a call Tuesday.
Tuesday? Okay, was that from
The new head coach.
the head coach? Okay, and how did that conversation
He
go?
just said, hey, they're doing an investigation with you and some of the girls. I'm like, what you mean? Like, I've been like this with, and just said they're doing an investigation.
Okay.
Like, something was said, somebody went back and said, they're not comfortable around me from something being said, but how we talk to them is like,
And thank you for that child or whoever reported they were uncomfortable because he is a predator. He was doing this for years. And they say it's a new head coach. So I wonder the previous head coach, I don't know. I don't want to assume and put anything on that person. But, oh my gosh.
on kids. So I don't know if another
Right.
student probably heard it, thought it was inappropriate, and it wasn't comfortable, or one of the boys maybe liked the girls and saw it. I mean, I don't know.
Not sure. So,
He's trying to assume that one of the boys accused him because the boys were he was jealous of him. Why would that even be a thing? Why would that? If, let's just say if there, like he's trying to blame one of the male children. Oh my gosh. If that were the case, fine. Let's play it. If that were the case, that a male child felt like you were coming on to a girl, one of his peers, that's because it's inappropriate. I don't understand how he's using it as an excuse. Like he doesn't realize that means that your behavior is inappropriate. If another child who would have a cutesy high school love interest notices that you're coming on to one of the girls he is interested in and should be interested in him because they're the same age, and you're getting in the mix.
Talk a little bit about, okay, so dealing with her, is there any reason why she might think that you're something more than a coach to her?
Uncle, maybe.
Just an uncle? Okay. And when you say uncle, what does that look like for her? Like, how do you feel like an uncle, or how would she feel like you're an uncle?
Like, she'll hug me, come from the side, hug me, and like, if she have problems with boys or whatever, because
Okay.
they've called me plenty of times about trouble with boys. I don't want to see them get taken advantage of,
Sure.
or just out doing stuff. It is what it is, and you know,
Right.
just getting taken advantage of,
Okay.
basically.
Okay.
You don't want to see them getting taken advantage of while you're taking advantage of them. You are the person taking advantage of them. I don't understand. I don't want you to get abused. Let me abuse you.
Has there ever been anything on your end that would lead you to believe that you're acting as something other than a family member or a mentor,
No,
as you
just-
describe yourself?
Like, for Christmas, I bought them all Christmas.
Okay.
Asked them what they wanted, because, I bought them what, I didn't get them everything on the list what they wanted, but I told
Okay.
them, you know,
Sure.
to be the person, like, her parents didn't want to go to her to a camp in Orlando.
Who's that? Okay.
I went with her to the football camp, talked to the coaches for them, and played some, you know, like stuff like that.
Okay. And have you ever sent any of them money? I know you
Well,
said you bought gifts and
Oh,
things
yes.
to
I mean,
help
they'll
out.
call,
How about money-wise?
yes, if they can borrow, like, have $10 for food, or $20 for this, or $50 for this, or, you know, for food, basically.
Okay.
I'm like, yeah, I got you, I'll feed you. Because that's what we do, I feed. I don't have no problem with feeding you, I don't want you to be hungry.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And how would that look? Like, did you give them cash, or
No,
was it
cash
through,
app.
like, Cash App?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't really carry cash on me.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think anybody does.
Yeah, it's,
I don't even know the last time I even had cash on me. Okay. So like I said, I wanted to talk a little bit about, okay, because there's just some concerns that people have, okay?
I can see why.
Okay. And that's what I was just kind of trying to get from you. Why so much with more than
'Cause
anyone else? Why people
like-
be concerned?
Well, she the one, like, if I'm there, she'll come up and hug and stay around. I don't see her, so I go to the weight room.
Okay.
But yeah, she always comes up, hugs me, asks how I'm doing, we talk whatever, and same, if they're working out or whatever, she's gonna stop what she's doing, come hug me, and ask how I'm doing.
The 43-year-old's story starts to unravel as he details giving money and gifts to female students. The detective continues pressing James before this story takes a serious turn.
And has there ever been anything that someone would consider inappropriate that's happened
Maybe how we
between
hug and how
you
we-
and her?
Maybe how, like, we hug, like, she'll hug, and I guess, like, from,
Any type of kissing or anything
No.
like that someone might see? Okay.
I guess how we talk to him, I guess, basically, someone heard it.
Okay. And that's why we're here. And like I said, Mr. Ford, I appreciate you speaking with me,
Oh, yes.
right? And when I talk with people, I always, I want to be honest because I'm always looking for honesty, right? And I know right now you're not quite being 100% honest with me.
I mean,
Talk to me. We're here for a reason.
I know. It
We're
looks
both
like,
adults.
Like, we never, I've never done nothing with her.
Okay. Now, when you say nothing, what does that mean?
No sexual stuff whatsoever.
Okay.
Hug and kiss on the cheek like I kiss all of them on the cheek. Like,
Now the kissing. Literally a couple minutes ago, I don't know how long it was in the actual interrogation because there's no timestamp, but you just said there was no kissing. And now you're saying there's kissing on the cheek.
you all right? You good? Mm-hmm. That's that.
Okay.
Why are you putting your lips on them? Like, really quick story. I remember when I used to work in a daycare, some of the teachers would kiss the babies. And personally, that would disgust me because it's not my baby. I'm not related to this child. And this is like way before COVID even was a thought. But it's just more like, if that were my child, I don't know where your lips have been. Do not put your lips on my child. Sir, you have no reason to be putting your lips on anyone's child.
You don't think there's going to be anything or evidence of anything any different?
As far as, I mean, we probably, me probably text a little more. She'll ask how I'm doing, ask how she doing, act like I ask all of them. Yeah, you good? I check on them.
Okay.
Or whatever.
Do you ever let anyone else use your cell phone?
Oh yeah, I let kids have my phone all the time.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So, and that's what I want to talk a little bit about.
Yes,
Okay.
kids have my phone all the time.
Yeah.
So.
Is your phone password protected?
It is, but once I get there, I open it, and because Coach Ford, I can use your phone. I use my phone.
Now, James admits to kissing students on the cheek and says he regularly lets students use his phone. Let's continue.
Okay. So, like when you're in school, you...
What in the world? What is that about? What is that about with the phone business?
You unlock your phone and you'll hand it to the kids to use. Okay. Is there any reason why maybe they might pretend to be you?
It's a few boys like it.
Mm-hmm.
And like they mentioned, like, dang, she always run Coach Ford. Why do all the girls always run Coach Ford?
Yeah. Do any of these kids ever take your phone home?
Does that ever alert you, sir? Why am I around all of these young girls? Maybe that's an indicator. If the boys are saying it out loud to you, or in jest, you hear it out loud. He's completely... Someone like him is extremely scary because I don't think he thinks that he's done anything wrong. Like, we haven't even heard it yet, like what he has admits to doing, but his language and his tone signifies to me he's like very much downplaying it. Like all of this is very much appropriate in his mind, even though it may not be appropriate by societal standards. It's not a big deal to him. Huh.
At nighttime?
No.
Okay. So that would be like a school hour, typical day text. Okay. So you know there's text messages at night between them.
Yes, ma'am.
So these text messages say, "Are you gonna come give me a kiss before I go? I'm sitting in my truck." Okay, you finna come out. What? I'm sorry. What? I'm sorry. I know I did watch this, but I was kind of watching it. I was watching it when I was a little bit distracted, so I didn't get to read the messages. So you're asking he's a predator.
I'll take them. I'll text all the girls.
Okay. We have to talk about that.
Are you texting them all to come out and give you a kiss and hug and kiss before you go?
Yeah, that's fine.
That's why we're here.
Okay.
I'm not trying to trip you up. None of that. Okay.
I'll be honest.
Ooh, okay, wait a minute. I'm just realizing I then observed a text between James and blank on. So this is probably like uncut. This is redacted and cut off from a document. So probably the girl says, "Tell me." He says, "LOL, tell me now. You want to come give me a hug and kiss before I go?" So this is a student. This is a student that was probably playing in his phone.
And I think you know. where we're at.
Yeah.
Pause this. Oh, God. Oh, God. See, this is what terrifies me, and this is why when I have kids, I'm going to homeschool. I can't. I can't. I can't. I cannot. The idea that an adult would text this to my child, I would be featured on my own show. I would be featured on here. Because I'm telling you right now, I don't have enough strength. I don't have enough strength. For a grown man to text this to my daughter, I do not have enough strength. The rest of the messages say, I don't even want to read this. This is disgusting. But this is what they say. And we'll move on.
I just want to know how did we get there?
That I don't know. Man,
Because she's a child.
sorry, I'm
right?
being too friendly with them.
Yeah.
I'm being too friendly. Like,
This is beyond friendly. This is beyond friendly. And this is what I'm sorry, let me calm down. This is beyond friendly. This is what I was signifying earlier. He does not see this as an issue. He genuinely doesn't. He understands maybe society might think it's an issue, but he doesn't. He's like, big deal.
I don't want to say it like I help with grandmother consent. I help them pay for her to get an abortion. Like stuff I shouldn't be doing. Like I'm just too nice. And
Yes.
Did he just say him paying for a child having an abortion? Was it his child?
that's what I'm saying.
You'll put yourself in
Yes.
predicaments, and that's kind of
Where I'm at
you've got
now.
your.
I wouldn't have glazed over that.
Into a predicament.
Yes. And I've never been in no trouble whatsoever with like
Okay.
reason with her.
Because I have all of the text
That's fine.
messages between you and starting from February of last year.
Okay.
You and I both know what's in those text
Oh yeah.
messages.
Police said an interview with the alleged victim uncovered more disturbing details, including that the pair had been texting for about a year. But that's not all.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Stuff. Yeah. Like I've sent her songs and verses and
Okay.
yeah.
Are you 12? I mean, what? Are you in high school as well? You're sending her songs and verses? For what? For what? This is why the boys felt a type of way, because you're treating them like competition. You're not their competition.
And what else?
Just like I've never sent no pictures. Well, I mean, no.
Well, you have.
Well, like my birthday stuff and like I've sent all
Sure.
the kids, stuff
Yeah.
like that, but nothing explicit.
Okay.
So, excuse me. Yeah.
Take your time. If you need to take a drink, you can.
Oh, okay, right.
Okay. What about the sexually explicit conversations between
Oh,
you?
the song verses that I shouldn't have. Yeah.
They're not all song
What song,
verses. But listen, I know some songs. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And they're not all song verses,
Yes.
are they?
Not all of them.
Okay. So talking about, wanting to taste her and
Well, that was a song verse of Trick Daddy. So,
okay.
and
Do not bring Trick Daddy into this. Do not bring Trick Daddy into, like, where does that end? Any phrase, you can take any phrase, any sexual phrase, and relate it back to a hip hop song. Do not bring Trick Daddy into this.
she replied with the no, but I can. Yeah, I just started laughing. But yes, I shouldn't have said some of the stuff I'm saying. Like even at the school, I shouldn't be saying some of the stuff I be saying because I'm just so comfortable around them
Yeah.
and just.
And what about, because I think you've developed some feelings for her, is what it looks like.
It's like I said, from the outside
in
in.
the text,
From the
right?
outside in. From looking at
You'll
outside.
obey, you're gonna take care of her, she's your baby girl.
Oh, yeah, I call all of my baby girls. Like, I'm a baby girl. Devon's a baby girl. It's just something I say.
Okay. I want to talk to you about an incident that occurred at outside of the Waffle House. You know what I'm talking about?
Mhm.
What can you tell me about that?
She told me where she was. I went out to make sure she was okay.
Okay.
Because of her birthday.
You heard that right. James admits to meeting up with the student, who told police they had met in person at least twice before his arrest.
And she was just talking about all the problems. And I said, "You good? Okay?" And whatever. We talked for a little bit, and she left. Then when she got home, I said, "Are you good? You okay? If you want to finish this tomorrow?" She said, "No."
Okay. So during that text message, can you take yourself back to that text message to where you eventually y'all met up? You ended up driving to the Waffle House after telling her to go to the Waffle House. Was
No,
that
but she
right?
told. Well, I think yeah.
Okay, because I think you were at the Wawa, and then she was somewhere else. So y'all probably like just left school or something like that. A game, maybe.
No, it was a birthday dinner.
A birthday dinner. Okay. So, where was she at the Waffle House? Like,
She was parked.
Once y'all met.
Oh, she was parked by the sign.
Okay. Did she stay in her car or
No,
something
we got out and
different? Okay. Did she get into your truck?
Well, no, she opened the door and there, like, opened the door
Okay.
and sat in like this. Got out, came around, talked, gave her a hug, and
Okay.
You didn't need to stand up for that example. It's like he's trying to make it seem like he's being so helpful by standing up and exemplifying exactly how it happened. Sir, irrelevant. Irrelevant in the point of details of you sexually abusing her.
Mr. Ford. I'm asking you to be honest.
I'm being honest. I mean, we didn't do anything.
Did she offer to do something to you?
She and
Hold up. Let me see if I can move myself. Which I think I can. Alright, let's just read this really quick. This is, I don't know if I really want to read it. You guys can read it. I guess I can read it. I advised that I was aware she had written a statement about something that happened. Blank became visibly upset, began to cry. I assured her she wasn't in any trouble. Blank stated the football coach. Okay, so this is, say the football coach who she confirmed was Ford, had asked her to be his Valentine. And then the two began to talk over text message and on the phone. Blank advised this began after her older brother transferred to Vanguard in January of last 2024. Interesting. Interesting. Now, I don't know Vanguard. I don't know if Vanguard's a high school. Maybe it's another high school. But I think it's interesting that she had an older brother that was probably in the same school with her. And this behavior or this acceleration happened after the brother left in January. Oh my gosh. Let's continue. Blank advised her and James then began seeing each other outside of school and around the beginning of the school year, August 2024. Blank stated James initially began hanging out with her and her cousin, who she stated was also James's goddaughter. This is messy. Goodness. He has a goddaughter. Wait a minute. His goddaughter is her cousin. So her cousin is his like that, the level of closeness. So that means the parents likely know him. Oh my gosh. Blank advised that eventually her and James would meet up for food at places like Chipotle Chili's, Beef O'Brady's. Never heard of that. When asked if anything else happened when just her and James would meet, she stated he would kiss her on the lips. Blank stated James had also kissed her at school one day inside the locker room. Then I asked if anything else had happened between her and James. She began to visibly shake and start crying. Blank disclosed that sometime in September of last year, when she met James at the Waffle House on SR 200 one night, Blank advised she entered James's vehicle where she performed oral sex. Excuse me. I don't know if I should say that. Oral sex on James. Blank stated during the incident, James did not have anything on his anus. Blank denied any other incidents of sexual conduct between her and James. This is horrible. That's absolutely horrible that this young girl had to go through that. And she doesn't, I'm telling you now, she doesn't know the impact of this on her. As all children, right? She probably thinks she's going to get in trouble. She probably thinks that she did something wrong. She did not. She's a victim and she was abused by someone she trusted, by someone that was potentially her cousin's godfather. That makes it a lot more creepy, honestly, because you're not only my coach, but you're my cousin's godfather. You're someone I think I can trust.
Not until that saying it, but she didn't just come out and say whatever, but you can tell, like, you know how to read between the lines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, at that time in that incident, did she perform oral sex on you?
She tried. She almost did.
She almost did?
Mm-hmm.
What does that look like? Walk me through that.
She said, okay, let me start it, and no.
Okay. So,
sir, there's a lot of steps in between that. Stop it. See, this is why this brings me back to my original point of I don't think I would have the strength to calmly interview him because you're lying. I know you're lying. And I know there are some detectives that take that approach. I don't think that's always the best approach. It depends on the person. But I think in this situation, you're getting more out of him by remaining calm, kind of making it seem like not such a big deal. Are you sure that's all that happened? The detective is doing an excellent job. I know she is, but it just irritates me. You are a liar. You're a freaking liar. She almost did, or she tried to, and I was just like, no. There's a lot of steps in between someone even attempting to, even two consensual adults, attempting to engage in some type of, fellatio or something like that. There's a lot of steps that happen in between, okay? So, no. You're not fooling anyone here. No.
Did the act begin and then it was...
It started to begin, but then I had to, because I'm like, you're a child.
Stop it.
Yes.
Okay.
She was a child way before any of this happened. Way before any of the kisses, the meetups, the food, any of it. She was always a child. So why is it... Sir, you're not fooling me. You're not fooling anyone.
And would you say that's the only sexual conduct that
yes.
you had with her?
Yes.
Okay. And then, I know we had talked a little bit before about, was there some kissing and stuff? Maybe one time, like in the locker room?
No.
Something happened with?
Locker room? We're never alone with those girls in the locker rooms.
Okay.
There's always a coach there there's always somebody there.
The student also allegedly told investigators the two had kissed in that same locker room, where James says staff is never alone with the girls. Next, the 43-year-old has some questions for the detective.
How can I know where this is going with am I going to get booked for?
You are going to be placed under arrest.
You know where this is going. He's concerned that he's going to be booked as a sexual predator. You are a sexual predator, sir. Surprise, surprise. But when you abuse a child, you're a sexual predator. This is insane.
And this is going to be as a for
It's going to be a sex offense with involving a
if it's a
minor.
minor. So I have to register and all that now.
But it's going to depend on where it all goes.
Now,
But potentially, yes, sir. Yeah, I'm
And-
not going to lie to you.
yeah, that's fine. When I lose my job, like I'm going to be booked.
Yes, you're going to lose your job. I'm just going to tell him, yes, you're going to lose your job.
Weekend, right?
So you'll go in, you'll have a no bond because it's a no bond initially. But when you see the judge in the morning at first appearance, the judge will give you a bond at that time.
Moments later, James appears to show concern for one person's opinion of his alleged crime, his mother's.
Or I don't know if you have. Go ahead.
But no, my mother. Well, yeah, she will. Now, will y'all release all this information to her, or is something I would tell her?
I think you should tell her.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell your mom.
No.
You're an adult.
Yeah.
So you're.
This
Got
is
it.
weird. He literally said to the detective, "Are you going to tell my mom?" This goes back to what I was saying initially, and it's not to excuse his behavior, but he clearly has a very immature mindset. Does he live with his mom? I wouldn't put it past him that he lives with his mom. I think he does. Like, that's like a weird. Are you going to tell? He's 43 years old. The detective had to tell him that he's an adult. It's not for me to. If you want to tell your mom, you can. It's your business. It's such a weird. I think he lives with his mom. That's such a weird thing to say.
Your business is your business,
Yes.
right? It's not for me to tell. It's not like you're a child and I'm going to report to
No,
a
when these girls
mom.
get in any kind of trouble, any kind of way,
What do you think they should get in trouble for? Talk to me about that.
basically being inappropriate with me
Okay.
and being.
What? Oh my God. Did I just hear that right? I think I missed that from the initial time I watched it. You think they should be? And the way he said it too, like, well, they did kind of, they were inappropriate with me. They might want to, you might want to get them in trouble too. They might be in trouble too. Sir, you're the adult. You're the abuser. What part of that doesn't he get? Oh my God.
If I don't, I mean,
No, you're a dad, right?
that's the bad thing.
You're a dad.
Yes,
So let me ask you this. You said you have a son, and he's same age,
17.
17. So let's role reverse.
I would be.
Okay.
He has a 17-year-old son. Is he trying to compete with his son? This is sick. I think clearly it's sick, but I think there's some part where he's trying to compete with the son in there. I don't know how it fits in. But his son, he's trying to compete with his son. This is sick.
And I just want you to kind of see it from a different point of view. Would you want your son? Do you think that your son should be held accountable for behaviors when there's an adult that clearly had a lapse of judgment as an adult and in my eyes took advantage of a child,
I see what you're saying.
right? So would it be fair for them to get into trouble?
I mean, no, not really.
Or should have Mr. Ford said, this isn't right.
This isn't right.
I shouldn't do this.
Yeah.
Right? You're a mentor. You told me you're a mentor for kids.
Yep.
That's why I'm just wondering what happened. I mean, nice young man, you got a good job.
And that's what I'm afraid.
This detective is, I respect her, but she's way too nice for me. Like, the fact that she was able to calmly explain to him why the children should not get charged in this, she is a way better person than I could ever be.
There's a lot of women out here.
Yep, that's why I'm afraid of losing everything.
Yeah.
Which is could possibly be what might happen. My
Potentially,
job.
yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a good situation to be in.
Yeah, it's not with kids.
No.
And I've been coaching at this for years.
Yeah. So I know we have your. I'm gonna end up writing a search warrant on your cell phone. Okay. Am I gonna find anything else with
No,
any other juveniles, minors?
no.
Nothing else like that is
No.
gonna be anywhere.
I can go ahead and search it now. No.
Okay. All right. So you want to give consent to search your phone?
My consent means I'm telling you to, but if not, you have her.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to sign a consent form, we'll get you sign the consent form, and we can do that. If not, we just write a search warrant on it and go from there.
And that'll take how long?
It depends. It depends on how much data is on your phone. Right now, it'll be seized as evidence anyway.
So,
So,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No,
No question. So if I get found out tomorrow, I'm not able to take my phone.
no, sir.
Now, how would... Yeah, I kind of... I see what you're saying.
Yeah, and we'll do this. I'll just write a search warrant on it. That way, it's easier. It's we'll get it knocked out that way, because it will be held pending the
Yeah.
case because it's evidentiary, so we can't get rid of it. Because like I said, those text messages obviously were coming from your cell phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, from you to her. So that's just part of the case, and that's kind of where we're at right now. Okay. Okay. You need anything right now?
Excuse me.
Oh, you're good. Okay.
No question. I'm able to call my mother, or do I get a call? Or...
Yeah, you can call your mom, and if you want, I'll bring my phone in. Put
Sir, you need to call an attorney. I want to say something, but I know it's probably going to come off inappropriate, so maybe I won't say it. But he clearly is a mama's boy, and he clearly has never grown up. And I suspect, as I've already said, that he lives with his mother and that he's never had a male father figure in his life. The reason why I say that is just because he seems like he's never grown up. And if he had a father, I would imagine he would have, not always, but he wouldn't be this much of a mama's boy. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I could be very wrong. That's just my judgment, my speculation. And that's why I'm here in the gallery, for my judgment and speculation.
Speakerphone, you can call mom here. It's up to you. Or you can call her at the jail.
I mean, am I calling at both places?
Yeah, I'll let you call. Think about it.
Oh, yeah, well, I want to call her, but I want to talk and
Sure.
over the phone. Tell her.
Understandably.
I do want to call her.
I want to talk to my mom too, so.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. I would love to call her.
Okay, all right, I'll be right back.
James was reportedly fired from his position shortly after his arrest and banned from campus. The detective gives the suspect some time alone before returning to reveal his fate.
I'm honest with you, and I want you to be honest with me. You know, where we're at, and unfortunately, this is
Where is that?
where it's at. Yeah. So hopefully,
Now, I have a question. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to get booked. Now, do I register? I'm having to register as a...
So that would be after, like, if there's any type of conviction or something like
That's my
that,
court date.
could it potentially, well, that would be like at the end, when it's
What
over.
you mean at the end? I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. So when the case commences, so when the case
When
ends,
it's over.
when it's over. So whether the state decides to, move forward, file the charges, depending on if they offer you a plea deal, if you decide you want to have your day in trial, you take it to trial.
Oh.
At the very end
Like I see on TV.
is when they would decide, are you going to be a registered
So what are my
sex
charges? What
offender?
are they called?
So you're going to be charged with unlawful sexual activity with a minor,
Mhm.
okay? You're going to be charged with the authoritative figure, because you were in an authoritative figure role as a coach at the school. You're also going to be charged with travel to meet a minor for sex.
Oh, that's going to be on mugshot?
It's going to be listed on your charges, yes.
Yeah,
sir.
I'm so much. Wow.
And then misuse of the two-way communication device to facilitate a felony.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Oh, so this is a felony?
they're all felonies.
They're all, damn, I might lose my job. Well, I mean, I ain't like, I'm not going to work like she's my.
He still hasn't grasped the seriousness of what he's done. Like, you're literally in a police station. If they're not felonies, what did you think? They were going to be misdemeanors? Did you think they were going to write you a summons? Like, what? And I have a point to make after this video's over. Let's just finish it.
I'm not worried about that.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, just based off of everything we have in the phone, the statements, the sexual conduct
Yes.
and activity with each other, it's, so that's where we are. Okay.
Yeah, I think.
James was booked for unlawful sexual activity with a minor, offenses against.
Yeah, so these are his charges, as we know. Yeah. I'll move it up. I wasn't sure if I wanted to, but I will. So yeah, these are his charges, all felonies, praise be. But it's just, let's finish it just really quick.
Students by an authority figure, traveling to meet a minor for illegal sexual conduct, and unlawful use of a two-way communication device to facilitate a felony. Court records show prosecutors later dropped the communication charge, while James pleaded not guilty to the remaining charges. He's expected back in court this fall.
Don't know how this happened, but we're here now. Like I said, just gotta pray. And
Yeah.
first offense, and this is what it is.
Stop. You don't know how this happened. First offense, it is what it is. You just got to pray about it. Sir, no responsibility is taken. Let's look it up. Let's just
I would
finish
rather
it.
be having a dope charge.
Yeah. And kids, I know. Yeah. Yeah. It's not a fun thing, I'll tell you.
Oh my goodness.
All right, Mr. Ford, let me get that paperwork
ma'am.
done
Thank
so we
you
can
so-
get you out of here, okay?
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
You rather have a dope charge, but you decided to abuse children. So choose. If you're going to abuse children, then that's what you're going to do. What I wanted to say, you guys know I get a little worked up. I need to calm down. But what I wanted to say was, which I will say calmly, I just feel like, as we know, child predators just get off scot-free so easy. And he knows that. And they know that. Everyone knows that. And it's just unfortunate and sickening. So anyway, I was going to go on a whole rant, but I don't think it's necessary. Thank you guys for joining me for this. Although it was very upsetting, I'm glad we're exposing this person. I want to actually quickly look up. Let me just see if I can quickly look up to see. So his name is James Edward. I thought it was James Edward the Third, but they kept calling him Mr. Ford. Ford the Third. So I just want to look up quickly So ex-football coach charged with sex crimes. This was in Marion County, Indiana, I think. I don't know. I know there is a Marion County, Indiana, but I don't know the Gazette of Ocala. Where's Ocala? Ocala, Indiana, right? Oh, no, Florida. Child, I said Indiana. Oh, there's a Marion County, Florida. Yeah, there is. Yeah, I knew that. Okay. So what did he get? So Ford's first appearance, he was held, okay. Public defender, bail set at $35,000, okay. 43, she was 17. Okay, so what ended up happening with him? Because this was last year, and then he was brought in January of this year. So the interrogation footage was from January of this year. So let's see, Marion County. Is he in jail? I'm curious if he is in jail or if he made bond. I wouldn't be surprised if his mom bailed him out. Although I shouldn't put that on her. I don't know her. I don't know. Maybe she was disgusted with her son. And maybe she said, no more with you. But yeah, the last news stories I see are from... Now that I actually see this mugshot again, I actually remember this story from earlier in the year. All right. If I get any more information, I'll update you guys. But I don't see him in jail. Can I look up really quick? Let me just see if I can look up Marion County Jail inmate search. Let's just look it up really quick. He should be in prison. Then and now. Okay. 2 more seconds, guys. If I don't find it, then we're out of here. You guys can see what I'm working on, actually. So this is when I'm my little stalking self. So James. Oh, that's last name. Ford. Is it Ford? Ford, and then I'll put James as the first name. I don't see anything. Let's put Edward. I don't see anything either. Oh, wants me to confirm I'm a human. Oh, God. These are the clocks. I don't know. It didn't show me anything. Edward. James. Oh, let me do the archives. In case, because it should show me at least that he was arrested. Arrested. Okay, arrested. All right, these poor men are not him. Well, I shouldn't call them poor men. I don't know who they are. Okay, James. All right, this is the same person. He's been arrested multiple times, though. Let's try Ford. Okay. Here we go. He was released. He's not in custody. So when is his next court date? Play with me. When is your next court date, sir? Sorry, I'm going to move myself so you guys could see. Okay, his court date was in February. So what happened? Like what? I'm reading this all correctly. It says the next court date was February 18th of 2025. He was released. And it seems like he was never remanded again, right? Unless... Let me know if I'm not looking deep enough into this. But my understanding would be if he did have a next court date or I'm going to look into this. I don't want to hold you guys up, but all right. So this is where we are. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me on this this wonderful episode of In the Gallery with Laura Lee. I'm your host, Laura Lee, and it was great seeing you guys. I hope to see you guys again soon. Bye.